Okay, so we're back with the science and social studies. We're going to do that really quickly, just like the reading and math. That way everybody knows how to do them. You can watch the videos. I'm basically doing them with you, so it makes it a little easier for you to see, and I think that it will help you get these finished and turned in. Just so you know, if you are watching these, you're still getting graded on what you do. So I know some of you are having your parents, read everything to you, do the worksheets for you. It's not that difficult because we've done all of these things before. So you really need to be working hard still and be doing your work still because you are getting graded for what you're turning in. Okay? So just a reminder on that. So let's do science first. So I'm going to put science as my title. Remember, I put the week because if you send me a random worksheet, I'll probably know what it is, but it just helps me know what activity that's for. So activity number 1 for science, let's see what it says. It says, let's learn about what plants need and what animals need. So my title is Needs of Plants and Animals. Okay, I'm just writing a title so that it helps me know what we're doing. Draw and label 4 things that plants need to grow. Well, this is fun. So I'm going to make just like a little box that has 4 sections. Like this. Needs of plants and animals. But what you notice is that it says, what do plants need to grow? That's the first activity, just about plants. So what do plants need to grow? There's videos I could watch. There's books that I could read about plants and what they need. Or I could just remember back to when we were at school learning about plants and animals. What do plants need to grow? I know that they need water. So I'm going to put water and draw a little watering pail bucket for my flowers. Okay, they need water. What else do they need? I know they need sunlight. Draw a big sun. Okay, what else do they need? Oh, I know something that they really need is their own space. Kind of like us, we need our own bubbles. So I know that plants really need their own space to grow. Otherwise, other plants are going to kind of grow over them, and then the other ones are just going to kind of die. So they need their own space. So we can't plant seeds too close to each other. They need to be separated and have their own space. So that's something to remember. And the last one, of course, they need fresh air. So they need air. We can't, put them, if I had a glass and I had a plant, a flower, I can't put this glass over the flower. It wouldn't get any air. So this was super easy and a lot of fun. I got to draw 4 pictures and just label water, space, air, sunlight. That's what plants need. Activity 1 is done. Now for activity 2, if we talked about plants first, we're probably going to be talking about animals now. Let's see. Let's learn about what plants and animals need. What do animals need to survive? Pick any animal of your choice. Examples: a dog, sharks, bears, fish, anything you want. I'm going to, of course, pick my dog. So I put dog. Draw a picture of your animal and draw and describe what kinds of shelter they need, where they find food, water, and what their source of air is. Okay, so they have a little diagram. So I'm going to make a little circle just like they did. And I'm going to label it like they did. So shelter, food, air, water, and in the middle you're going to put what animal that is. So I'm going to put dog. And let's think of some things. Where do you think my dog gets its shelter? Well, he has a nice house to live in because we let him stay inside. We don't have him outside. So our dog has the house as shelter. And I might draw a little picture. For food, where does he get his food? Well, his owners buy that. So owners buy dog food. Okay, if you're doing like a bear or a squirrel, okay, bears, we know that they get their shelter from maybe like a cave. For their food, they're probably going to go find some other sources of food. We know that they eat fish, so they might be going to the river to go get the food. For water, they probably drink the water from the river. Okay, things like that. So you have to think, pick an animal that you kind of really love, or maybe it's your favorite animal. You know, I'm doing a dog because it's easy for me. So don't pick something like, I'm not going to pick a rhino because I don't really know a whole lot about rhinos. So I'm not going to pick that because it's really hard for me. Unless I have like a phone or a computer, I can look up videos about those animals. You want to pick things that are going to be easy for you. Okay, air. This is pretty similar for all plants and animals, but we get our air from outside. And I mean, we have air that we breathe inside too, so I'm just going to put outside, inside, air. Water. He gets his water from our drinking water. We give him. He noticed that I said the word water. And he looked up here. Okay, so this is what my diagrams look like. Up here I have activity 1, this is activity 2. My animal goes in the middle. Okay, what is it? Shelter, food, air, water. Done with science. That took me less than 10 minutes to do. Super easy. Okay, last one, social studies. So at the top, put social studies. I put the week, April 27th through May 1st. Okay, activity number 1. Okay. So for activity number 1, it tells you to watch a video. If you cannot watch a video, just think in your head, what are some needs and wants that you think of in your life? You can make a diagram like it shows on here. I'm going to put needs. Oh, I'll put wants first. And needs. Okay, like this. Wants, needs. What's 5 things that you want? Well, I'm going to think about that. I really want to go to Starbucks and get a coffee. So, I'm going to put Starbucks. I also really need to go, well, I don't need to go, but I want to go to Hobby Lobby. Target. TJ Maxx. Oops. Okay, that's already 4 things. What's something else that I want? I really want to make brownies. Okay. So, these are things that I want, and I have 5 of them. Starbucks, Hobby Lobby, Target, TJ Maxx, and brownies. I don't need those things to survive, though. Okay? So now, in the needs part, think about what you need to survive every single day. I know I need sleep. That's how we get rested, we wake up, we get motivated to do things. So I need to go to sleep at a good hour, a good time, and get enough sleep. Excuse me. Okay, so I need sleep. I know I need water. I know I need food. I need air to breathe. So that's already 4. Sleep, water, food, air. What's something else that you need? Well, I need shelter just like animals do. And that's already 5. So I'm already done with my first activity. You're just listing things that you want and then things that you actually need. So this list, yeah, you can still get those things. Not right now. I can't go to Hobby Lobby. I can't go to TJ Maxx. Okay. Starbucks, I don't need to go, so I'm not going to. You just have to think of those things, and that helps me every day to think of things. Well, I'm just very thankful that I have water, and I have food, and I have air and shelter. Okay? So if you think about the things that you actually need, you're way more thankful and appreciative of what you do have. Okay? Not those things that you want. Okay, that's activity 1. Activity 2 says, watch the video to review what needs and wants are. Okay? What are some needs that your family and you need at home during this social distancing time? Make a list of things you and your family need and explain why you need them. Okay. That's easy. Activity 2. Needs. So we're not talking about the things that we want anymore. We're talking about the things that we need right now when we're in social distancing or we're quarantined. That means we're kind of in our house. We're not really supposed to leave for any of those things that we want. We can leave for the things that we need, but we need to remember, there's only one person that should be doing that. So what are some things that you need right now? Well, it kind of goes with our first list. I know that I need water, so that's been really important. And it says explain why you need them. So for number 1, I'm just going to put water because we all need water to survive. Okay, number 2, we need food to eat to stay healthy. Okay, and think about those things that you're eating. Okay, it's really hard because, you know, we have Pizza Hut and McDonald's right down the road, and they're still available for us to go get that food, but is that what we need? So I asked my husband, oh, I really want pizza. It's right down the road. They're still doing takeout. We can go get it. And then he says, well, do we really need pizza though? Maybe we can just make something that we already have here, something healthier. So maybe we'll make, you know, spaghetti or have hamburgers or hot dogs. Okay, so think of things that you already have that you don't need to go get. Okay, because that's making it less safe for you to go out and you're still getting things from other people. You don't want to get sick. Okay, number 3, talking about germs right now, it's very important. Just like always in our class, we were always wiping things down with Lysol wipes, washing our hands. We always did a really good job with that, using hand sanitizer. Right now, how can you be practicing those really important things more than we already did? We already did a really good job, but staying safe and healthy, we need to wash our hands. So we need hand soap, maybe sanitizer. Think about what you're seeing people wearing outside. If you are going anywhere, people are usually wearing the masks. And maybe gloves to keep healthy. Okay, so I just listed 3 things. You don't need to list more than that. I would say maybe 3 to 5 things that you need right now. Of course, we need the things like shelter and air too. So I have 3 things here. Water, because we need water to survive. We need food, and we also need to wash our hands. So we need hand soap, sanitizer, masks, and maybe some gloves. Okay, so here's social studies. I have the first activity. I listed wants and needs. The second activity, you're just listing things that you need right now during this time at home. All right, so it gives you some YouTube videos that you can also watch for science and social studies, and those are always fun to watch. But I think that this will help if you watch both of these videos for math and reading and then science and social studies. I hope it helps. I'm going to send some examples of like the way that you can lay out your worksheets, because I do both activities on one paper, and I'm writing really big, so I don't think you need more than that. Okay, So I hope this helps. This is for this week. I know some of you are still working on weeks before, but what I would do is this week focus on this week's work, and then if you get done with this, then I would go back. But it's very important that you just kind of go with what we're doing for this week. All right, so have a happy Tuesday. Let me know if you have any questions.